Are you making the number one mistake I see business owners making? And before I tell you what that is, let's think about last tax season. Are you even done with last year's taxes? How did April 15th make you feel? Well, now let's imagine this. You walk into tax season, you're cool, calm, and collected. You're not stressed, there's no surprises. You're confident that your books are in perfect order, and you know what your tax bill is going to be or what your refund's going to be. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, most business owners ignore their bookkeeping and it's holding their business back. If your financial records are a mess, you could be missing out on thousands in tax savings and you don't even know about it. How can you make a financial decision without knowing where your profits are, what your expenses are, and what really is driving revenue, and what are these major costs that are holding you back? I'm going to show you today why bookkeeping is essential for your business success. Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Brister, and this is a wealth planning podcast with Brister Law. And today we're going to talk about bookkeeping and how most business owners are making the biggest mistake by ignoring it. Now, I know bookkeeping isn't sexy like buying a G-Wagon or the Augusta rule or even the home office deduction. But again, without proper bookkeeping, you're not going to be able to take these deductions in the right way, and you don't know what the full benefit of it is. So stick with me. By the end of the episode, you're going to have a clear understanding on why bookkeeping is so critical and how to do it right. Today, I'm going to cover why bookkeeping is the foundation of a successful business. Then I'm going to talk about how bookkeeping can drastically reduce your tax bill. And then I'm going to talk about some practical steps on how to keep your books in order, including how we at the Brister Law Firm use QuickBooks Online to streamline this process. And then finally, I've got a special announcement at the end that you don't want to miss. So be sure to stick around till then. Did you know that nearly 82% of businesses that fail cite that cash flow was the biggest contributing factor? But here's the thing. Most cash flow problems can be tracked to bookkeeping. Good bookkeeping doesn't just keep your business running smoothly, it keeps your business alive. So if you want to avoid being part of that statistic, this is the episode for you. So let's jump into the importance of good bookkeeping, right? So bookkeeping is so important, and it really is a financial backbone to your business. It's a structure that supports every financial decision, or it should. And without a good bookkeeping system, you're essentially running your business blindfolded. You want to have a clear picture of income, expenses, and how profitable your business is. And when you don't know where your money is or where your money's going, you risk overspending, you risk missing opportunities, and even running out of cash. So good bookkeeping gives you that clarity that you need to make informed decisions and grow your business. Next, let's talk about bookkeeping and tax savings. How does good bookkeeping save money in taxes? Well, again, it goes back to knowing what's going on, right? So the truth is, the better your bookkeeping is, the lower your tax bill is going to be, because you're going to be able to make informed decisions throughout the year rather than waiting until the year ends or a month before April 15th to try to gather all your expenses and find deductions. With accurate bookkeeping, keeping detailed records of your transactions, you're in a much better position to claim every deduction that you're entitled to. What happens most of the time is people will go willy-nilly, use their personal card or use a business card. They won't keep track of expenses. And then 6, 8, 9 months down the road, they're trying to figure out, okay, what was this charge for? Was it business? Was it personal? If you have good bookkeeping and you're routinely updating your books, you're going to be able to have that in your forefront and remember what's business and what's personal. Poor bookkeeping also could lead to a costly audit. If you don't have substantiation to support the deductions that you're taking and you get audited, you could get those deductions disallowed. If you don't have the good record keeping, the IRS is not going to allow it. In short, good bookkeeping is your first line of defense against overpaying in taxes and penalties. Now let's talk about how I streamline my bookkeeping and what I use. So first off, depending on where you are profitability wise, I either recommend starting out with a simple Excel spreadsheet. So for those of you who have a side hustle, start an Excel spreadsheet, track your income, your expenses, and then also your net profit at the end of the year or throughout the year, right? But for those of you who have a more sustainable business, more profitable business, I recommend using QuickBooks Online. That's what I use personally. It helps streamline things. You can plug in your bank transactions and really automate a lot of the stuff. And it runs reports for you, so you don't have to manually create those. I got a link in my bio. If you want to try out QuickBooks Online, we've got a referral link. It'll give you a discount for the first 3 months. I highly recommend QuickBooks Online. Again, it saves so much time for manually having to go through bank transactions and Excel. And if you're not an Excel guru, QuickBooks Online probably is the best tool for you. And it's affordable as well. Now, before we wrap up, I wanted to give you a little teaser for next week's episode. We're going to be diving in to advanced tax strategies that can help you save even more money. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast and turn on these notifications. If today's episode got you thinking about your own bookkeeping practices, if your books are a mess and you need some help, I encourage you, please go schedule a discovery call at bristertaxlaw.com. It's a free discovery call. We can see where you're at and how we can help you or even maybe point you in the right direction. We specialize in helping business owners like you save money in taxes and implementing these strategies. But again, the first foundation is bookkeeping. And if you don't have that solid foundation of bookkeeping, we're not going to be able to help you as much as we could by knowing what your full picture is. So thanks, guys. That's all I had for today. Again, please like, subscribe, comment if you like this video. I also just put out a newsletter on my website. You can go to bristertaxlaw.com. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll be getting regular updates and staying in tune with asset protection, tax planning, bookkeeping tips, everything that you need to know to help grow your business, but also save money on taxes and protect your assets along the way.